Hello everybody, I'm Curly Doobie and I'm taking over the Sunday Ramble, which really means that Loki had nothing to talk about and he's made me do this.
Rude!
It's not rude, he's actually leaving me alone so I can go through all his history and look up how much porn he watches when I'm asleep. Let's have a... No, I'm not going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so a lot of you might not know who I am. A lot of you might not care who I am. A lot of you might know who I am, but don't care what I have to say. He's thrown me in at the deep end, so you have to pick a subject for me to talk about. Can be anything. I always say I'm not very good on video. I don't have much to say, but yeah, I can talk a lot, but there's not an awful lot of substance to it a lot of the time. So we'll see how we go. Let's have a look. So I've got the questions up on screen. I've had a browse through some of them, but I haven't rehearsed any or looked anything up. It'll go down to the bottom. I'm not going to answer everything. Yeah, there's quite a lot about quantum physics and rocket science and the such, which I know a little bit about quantum physics. Not enough to even form a sentence here, but I'm not going to talk about that. Why are holidays so expensive? I'm not 100% sure they all are. Because I suppose the cost of everything is a lot. I don't know, it depends. Depends if you're talking 5-star, depends if you're just talking a weekend trip to Amsterdam. You can get those quite cheap, I suppose. Top 5 cheeses. I'm not a cheese lover. So my top 5 cheeses would be melted cheese, melted cheese, melted cheese, and melted cheese. That could be 4, but I am an accountant, so I can't count. Right, from Ian Thatcher, living with your ex, the pros and cons. So for those that don't know, we live in a house that's owned by myself and my ex-husband. When we divorced, we couldn't really afford to live in separate houses. It just worked out financially, so he still lives here and me and Loki live here. Luckily the house is quite big, so we do kind of live separate lives in some respects. There aren't any cons other than just like having a housemate, you know, if you wanted your own time. But like I said, he has his own living area, his own TV area, and so do we. The pros, well, one, my ex, he's a lovely man, and Loki will say the same thing. And it's just nice sometimes you just have that other conversation as well. Like we all have dinner together, and that's fun. He helps look after the dogs when we have to go anywhere. Other than that, it's not an issue. We get on really well. He's a really nice guy. We're still friends. John and my ex get on really well, so everything's great. Loki's chat up line. Now, we met online. I think there's another question further on asking about that, so maybe I'll go into that more. I don't think he had an actual chat up line that I recall, and that was from the Leading Edge Cricket podcast. Okay, cabbages and rocket science. Okay, from Leon Telfer. Crig Levens, C-R-R-I-G. Is that a typo? Is that his name? Sorry if that's your name. Crig Levens' performance as Hearts manager. I'll gladly substitute for her. Well, I know nothing about football, really, so I have no comment on that. From Ian Thomas. Do you put butter on cheese on toast? Of course you do. Do you put butter on cheese on toast? Yes. Another thing, unfortunately, I know nothing about this subject. This was from That There Phil FM, the Enclosures Act and its effect on English rural populations. I know some of these like jokey ones, but that exists and I know nothing about it, which I'm ashamed to say. Cats or dogs? That's a ridiculous question. They're all lovely. All animals are lovely. The takeover at Bolton, again, football. Okay, here the next one's from Callum LTFC. He'd love to know what I think about YouTube, good and bad. I don't know if you just generally mean YouTube. I'm not a great YouTube watcher. I think it has its place in society. No, there's some really good content on there. There's some really bad content on there. There's some dangerous content on there. But yeah, I don't really have that much to say about that, unfortunately. Okay, just going up here. Oh, from John Syker, which is Peace Fuzz. How you guys met and your backstories. Okay, so me and John met online. It wasn't an online dating. It was a game. And we just started chatting and we decided to meet up, and the rest is history. This one from Darren Brown. What first attracted you to your YouTuber thousandaire Loki Doki? Well, Loki wasn't a YouTuber when I met him. He's just really nice. Simple as that. He was good for me. He's nice but not too nice. If that makes... No, that's wrong. He's not too nice. He doesn't let me get away with things that... Like doing this. I really didn't want to do it because I don't like being on camera. But also I like being pushed to do things I'm uncomfortable with, and he's very good at that in a really good, positive way. This one's from Lammy. The best and worst bits of being in a relationship with a YouTuber. It depends, I suppose. It depends what you like as people. There's no worst bits. Well, the worst bit probably is, for example, Loki's birthday's coming up soon, and if I wanted to plan a surprise trip somewhere, I wouldn't be able to do that because I know he has to have so much content made to upload. So it'd be suspicious if I just said, could you just make a few extra videos for the hell of it? So it's things like that. Other than that, no, there's no worst bits. Best bits, nothing to do with YouTube, but the fact that Loki's very happy now. You know, I've mentioned before in videos that, excuse me, he sort of didn't have a direction in his life and was getting quite depressed, and now he's a different man. So that's the positive side of that, but that would have been with any career that he found. Properties of thermal dynamics within a black hole. No idea. Wow, this one's from Meowsley, who's a very lovely man. I met Meowsley in Amsterdam. He's the sweetest guy. Top 5 favourite animal videos. Again, I don't watch that much stuff, but one that does spring to mind is Ninja Cat. And it always makes me laugh and smile. I love that Ninja Cat video. Parker game, same kind of thing as the other guy said. The subject should be living with Loki. Yeah. Oh, I suppose it's a bit different from being YouTube. Living with Loki, I'm probably a bit madder than him, to be fair. So I think it should be, how does Loki put up with me? I think that is all the questions. Didn't go in depth about anything. And like I said, it's probably pretty boring. And I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, okay, really sorry. And subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye. I hated it. I waffled and waffled and waffled and waffled. I'm just going to sing a song instead. Okay. What song shall I sing? I don't know the lyrics to anything. So this is when Loki comes back and he looks at what I've done and he's going to say it was rubbish. So instead he's going to play this as the Ramble. See, I can't even think of a song. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Chase away the cobwebs and the sorrows till there's none. When you think of a day that's grey and lonely. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my shotgun movements as well. That might be interesting or not. This light's so bright. I look so pale. My hair's supposed to be middle parting, but it's gone to the side. This is why it's so traumatic for me. I like his new setup. And I love that he's got that computer. He deserves it. He works very hard and he doesn't really spend that much on himself. Stop, stop, stop. Can't stop it. Can't stop it. Ooh! The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out to play. No more Mr. Grey Sky. Oh, he's got a tickly nose. I'll do Kate Bush. Out on a windy, windy moors we roll and fall in green. You had a temper like my jealousy.